What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about two of my most recent pickups, and kind of two weird pickups to buy in 2025. Well, one of them might not be, but the other one could be. I did get these from a wholesaler, so it's one of my plugs, I would say, I guess. So I did not pay retail for this. I even paid way less than they have these fragrances on discounters. So I got these for total less than $100. So for this price, she kind of just gave me this price just because I was interested. And yeah, let's talk about the fragrances. It's going to be Sauvage Eau de Toilette, 100 ml, and Sauvage Eau Forte, 100 ml. And keep in mind, both of these combined, I got them for less than $100. I think Eau Forte, you could find it for a little bit over $100 in discounters. And the Eau de Toilette, you could still find it in about, I think, the $80 to $90 range, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not too sure, in discounters. But if you make some connections, you can get them for way less. And I saw some of the fragrance, like Venba, Olfactory, even Fragrance By didn't have it for too bad, but I think Venba and Olfactory had them for probably the best prices. And the Perfume Spot actually had it for the really good price. I think the Perfume Spot was the cheapest. I don't remember the price, but I remember they were the cheapest when I was looking at the two. All three, I do have affiliate links in the description down below if you want to check them out. But yeah, so why did I pick these up? So specifically the Eau de Toilette, I picked it up just because I got a birthday gift from Dior the other day. And it was a Sauvage gift set that included like a beard comb, which I definitely need, facial moisturizer, and like a really small sample, or it's like a 0.25 ml bottle of Sauvage Eau de Toilette. I kind of just put the Sauvage Eau de Toilette on just because that was the first Sauvage that I owned, and my fiance said she really loved the smell. So I do have the Eau de Parfum. The Eau de Toilette is actually the one that I used to wear. That was more of kind of a signature scent when I first met her. So for her, it was like the memory of that's what I used to smell like when we first met. I was 16, so a long time ago. But yeah, that's why I picked this one up. I've had it on my wrist or on the back of my hand since I got the package, which was around 8 o'clock. I put both of these on the back of my hand. Right now it's 11 p.m. So I think it's 11 p.m. Yeah, 11 p.m. So it's been 3 hours now. Maybe a little bit over 3 hours since I sprayed both of these on the back of my hand. And it's surprising that the one I pick up the most right now is Eau Forte. So I just got home driving the car. The one I kept on smelling out in the air, it was Eau Forte or Eau Forte, whatever it is. And I never hated this fragrance. I actually always enjoyed it. I was just waiting for it to be, I was waiting to be able to find it at a good price. And something I noticed is the top. I don't know if this matters at all, but if you're looking at it, just regular, it's like horizontal. But if you look at it from the top, or like let's say Eau Forte from the top, one's vertical, one's horizontal. Don't know what that's about, but yeah, she also sent them out with no presentations, so no box, anything like that. And I should probably check to see what batch codes they are, just because I know it's probably something you guys are gonna care about. All right, let me go ahead and pull up the batch codes real quick, just because if we're gonna do a comparison, some people care if this is gonna be the old version of Eau Forte or like the old version of the Eau de Toilette. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. I don't really care about batch codes, but some of you do. So let's see. So for the Eau de Toilette, the batch code is 4CD1, I think. So 4CD1. And if you didn't know, you could check your batch codes on checkfresh.com or .net. So this is a 2024 batch for the Eau de Toilette. This is a 2024 batch, March 2024. So recent batch. And then 04 is 4E03. So 4E03. This is also a 2024 batch. So this is a May 2024 batch. So both about 1 year. So yeah. 04, like I was saying, never really hated this fragrance. I was waiting for it to get cheaper to purchase it. So when this fragrance came out, it was around the time that I went to Seattle last year. I think it was last year that it came out. So I smelled it around release time when I was in Seattle. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it on the hand again. And sure, it's a little weird that it's water-based. Sure, it looks like a little bit of a, I guess, male ejaculation. That's what people really make fun of it about. But I really love the scent. Sure, the opening is a little, not difficult to like, but I can see why people don't like the opening. But when it dries down, and at least for the last 3 hours that I've had it on skin, it smells really nice. I don't think I got to experience it that much last time I tried it, or the first time I tried it, just because I was trying a lot of other things in Seattle. I did have a small sample of it. I have no idea what happened to it. I don't know if I gave it away or I put it somewhere. Maybe I give it, like, in my mind, I gave it away because I know I was going to buy a bottle at some point. But really not too sure what I did with it. But for the opening, let's go ahead and pull up the notes. Just because why not? Sauvage 04. This definitely smells like a more grown-up version of 04, or Forte. I have no idea. Just a grown-up version of Sauvage. That's what I meant to say. But top notes are elemi, resin, spices. Middle notes are lavender, and base notes are musk and woody notes. I think that dry down is more of the lavender muskiness. That it's a really nice combination. Some people are compared it to Roja's Eau Intense, I guess, or Dolce & Gabbana's dog perfume called, what's it called? Pepe. I think a lot of trolling on this Fragrantica page. So someone says, yeah, so this is actually the worst, and I had to find that out myself. Unfortunately, I typically don't listen to the hate for fragrances that influence perpetuate. I figure it's usually not that bad, and I thought it's so hated that I could snag another Sauvage for the collection for cheap, which I did. But wow, some people don't just hate this for its rancid appearance and visual likeness to a watery load. It actually sucks. It is essentially a skin scent off the bat, and it is completely untraceable within 45 minutes, and that's a generous time frame. The smell is just nothing. It smells like OD water with the thought of lavender waved over it. I applied it when I started writing this review to recharge my hatred and confusion, and I already can't smell it. I don't care how cheap it is. If you find it somewhere, don't buy this. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and go off this guy's comment. Maybe he's going nose blind to it. I'm not going. I went nose blind to the Eau de Toilette faster than I went. Well, I'm not even nose blind to Eau Forte. Definitely more than 45 minutes for me. Like I said, I've had it on for about 3 hours now, and I can still smell it. And the one I could smell the most in the car was Eau Forte. That wasn't Eau de Toilette. I'm assuming I'm just nose blind to the Eau de Toilette at this point. So I definitely have to disagree with that guy. Someone else says, smells amazing. A lot of broke boy haters on here just echo whatever their favorite fragrance influencer tells them. Try it for yourself and form your own opinion instead of being a sheep. So I'm gonna have to agree. I know there was a lot of hatred in the fragrance community or whatever for Eau Forte. I tried it for myself, way in the beginning. I don't think it was getting much hate at the time. It was more like people really haven't tried it yet. At least influencers. So I'm not too sure. At the same time, I don't think I watched a review about Eau Forte. So I was able to come into it just open-minded, not really knowing what to expect. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was something different, but it still smells like it's in the Sauvage line. And I knew I was going to pick up a bottle of it eventually when it came out on discounters. And then someone else says, holy shite, that is bad. But yeah, whatever. I think you guys should definitely try this for yourself. If you find a really good deal on it, I would say definitely try to pull the trigger on it. I think Fragrance Buy has had it for less than like $90 from what I've seen. Don't really know if it was the 60 ml or the 100 ml. But I got 2 really good prices on these fragrances. Happy to have this one back in my collection. This one I'm not even going to talk about just because of how popular it is. Revisiting it back in 2025 and owning a bottle and buying a bottle in 2025 is kind of insane to me. But got it for a really good price, and I don't mind having it back in the collection. Now the only one I am missing is Parfum. And unless there's a new Sauvage coming out, but I know for sure the only one I'm missing as of right now is Parfum. I do, or I should pick up Eau Sauvage just to have like the retro version of it, but we'll do that at some point. I used to have Eau Sauvage, the Eau de Parfum, and I've smelled the Eau de Toilette. Don't really care about the Eau de Toilette. I'll probably pick up the Eau de Parfum again at some point. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Please leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have tried Sauvage Eau Forte in 2025. Is it worth it to you? What do you think about it? Are you part of the hate? What don't you like about this fragrance? Or if you don't get the hate, I don't really understand the hate. I get it's different, so it's going to get hate, but I think it's actually a really good fragrance. But that's it. That's all I have. I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one, guys.